Today, we're cracking a culinary case of sweet and sour ribs with potatoes, a dish so irresistible, evidence on a plate that you're about to become a kitchen legend. Crispy ribs, tender potatoes, and a sauce that's sweet and tangy. Ready to solve this delicious mystery? Let's get started. Step number 1. Chop chop. Prep your potato and onions. Grab your potato and green onions. For the potato, cut it into thick wedges or cubes, big enough to hold their shape but small enough to soak up all the sauce. For the green onions, separate the whites from the greens and give them a nice chop. We'll use the whites for cooking and the greens for that final pop of freshness. Trust me, the potatoes are going to steal the show later. Step number 2. The blanching process. Before these ribs can become the star of the plate, they need a quick spot treatment, blanching. This step is where we clean, prep, and set them up to soak all the sweet and sour magic later. Think of it as a deep cleanse for their flavor potential. Start with cold water, always cold. This helps the ribs cook evenly and draws out any impurities. Think of it as waking them up gently before the big performance. Now bring the pot to a boil. As the water heats up, you see some foam rise to the surface. That's the stuff we don't want. So grab a spoon and skim it off like a pro. After about 2 to 3 minutes of boiling, the ribs are ready for the next step. Set them aside and get ready to see these beauties transform, crisping them up in the pan. Step number 3. Sizzle alert. Frying the ribs, heat the pan. First, heat up some oil, about enough to cover the base of your pan. We're not deep frying here, we're just giving the ribs a beautiful golden crust. Gently place the ribs into the pan, no need to overcrowd them, just give each piece its personal space to get crispy and golden. Fry the ribs on medium to high heat for about 7 to 8 minutes, flipping them occasionally. As the ribs cook, they'll develop a golden brown crust that locks in the juices and adds texture. Step number 4. Alright folks, this is where the real fun begins. We're throwing everything into the mix: ribs, potatoes, sauce, and of course our ginger superhero. By the end of this step, you have a dish that's not just delicious, but legendary. First, we start with the heart of the dish, the sauce. Pour it in slowly and listen to the sizzle as it hits the hot pan. It's bubbling, thickening, and getting ready to wrap every bite in tangy, sweet perfection. Look at that. It's like a flavor explosion waiting to happen. This sauce is about to make every ingredient in the pan its best value. Next, enter the ginger defense. No chopping needed. Why slice ginger when you can let the ginger defense do the heavy lifting? Just give it a good shake, pour it in, and let the magic happen. Ginger defense isn't just a time saver, it's a flavor booster that takes the dish to the next level. Look at this, the ribs are soaking up all that goodness, and the potatoes are already getting the tender and ready to melt in your mouth. This is teamwork, people. Ta-da! Look at this, my friend. It's the moment of truth. The ribs are tender, the potatoes are creamy, and the sauce is hogging every bite like it's never wanting to go. I would say this is too good to be true, but it's right here in front of us, ready to make some jaws drop at the dinner table. Now it's your turn to try this recipe at home, and trust me, when your friends and family ask you how you made it, just smile and say it's secret, unless they subscribe to Evidence on a Plate. Then by all means, share the love. Alright, I'll see you in the next video where we'll tackle another epic dish. Until then, happy cooking and stay saucy. Literally, bye for now.